Real talk, the Metaphor Messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, coming at you live from Germany for your Dead on Dave Live. It's the beginning of the week. It's Monday. We start a whole new week of broadcasting right here, right now. Of course, we did start earlier with the Pokemon stream. Did 4 hours for you. But now it's nighttime, Dave, where we just kind of kick back, relax, talk about all the things that you might have on your mind and the things that are going through my mind. So we're going to be taking your calls, your questions, your hopes, your dreams, your quips, your quotes, your likes, your loves. Back to the channel. It's your boy, Don Dave. There's me again, because I do not know how to turn the mute on. But yes, we're going to have a really good show. It's going to be all about you guys tonight, all the things that you cares about and all that stuff. Whatever you have, whether it be questions, stories, news, doesn't really matter. But before that, I would like to open the show with a little wrestling talk, because got to give a little bit of credit to WWE. Great Balls of Fire was actually a very, very good, if not great, pay-per-view. It was just solid and entertaining from top to bottom. Very minor missteps. Of course, there's always going to be issues with booking and who should go over, and there's always going to be second guessing and all of that. But I think overall, I do feel that WWE hit the mark on this one. They did a really good job making sure that it was just, there was no lull period. Some of the matches didn't go exactly as like we thought they would, especially with the finishes, but there was really no lull. I think the worst match probably was Cass and Enzo. I mean, as far as like in-ring work goes, but the story was so good, coupled with freaking Enzo's promo at the beginning, which I do wish was a little bit shorter. Wish he would have took a little bit off of that. But other than that, that was a great story told. Even if the wrestling wasn't fantastic, man, it was a good story. And I think we saw that throughout the night. Some just really decent stories being told, some being finished up, some being starting. I think one of the best things that anybody saw this week, maybe even this year, was Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Not for the match, but for the story being told. Again, seeing Braun outsmart Roman, and then Roman going to the extremes like he did by crashing a goddamn automobile, I think it's pretty cool, man. I think it was a really cool way of doing it. A lot of people are talking that was a double turn moment. I don't know if that's the case. However, I can see it being a good possibility. The most important thing is the fact that Braun got the win. So wherever they want to go from this point on, whether it be Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, whatever the case may be, they have an open lane to that now. There's nothing blocking it. There's nothing in its way. So that's kind of nice and interesting. By the way, make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you've yet to do that. Also subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to everybody who's here so far. We got Faye Bell, Rodney Miller, Blue Crusade, Jade Rabbit, Gun Cannon, Super Rising Storm, Corey Llewellyn, Garth Overstein, all kinds of guys. I see Jeffy's there. VIT Crack is here. A whole bunch of people. Thanks for showing up. We're starting the show with a little wrestling talk, and then we're going to go into your guys' calls and get whatever you guys have on your mind out into the public air. If you just have questions, completely fine with me. But as far as Great Balls of Fire went, like I said, I absolutely did love Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman for a lot of different reasons, mainly because it opens up so many possibilities going forward, and I do like that. The other big thing for me, Samoa Joe, absolute rock star yet again. What a fantastic performance he put in against Brock Lesnar. That was one of the best and most interesting protection jobs that I think I've ever seen. Joe dominated that match, of course, doing it through nefarious means, but still domination nonetheless, and I absolutely enjoyed that. But having him lose the way he did, that superhuman feat of strength by Brock Lesnar, I thought that was very cool. Kind of does both guys properly going forward. The rage afterwards with Joe was also something to behold. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles are the two best things WWE has at the moment. And honestly, I'm not sure that Joe isn't number one. Thought it was a fantastic fantastic story. Again, maybe the match was a little lackluster. It certainly wasn't long enough, but it was longer than some people thought it was going to be. And not only that, it was the story told. Brock continuing not to go down. The facial expressions by Paul Heyman. Master class he put on last night as far as reacting to the moment. That was really great. Samoa Joe was incredibly impressive. Absolutely love what they're doing. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening from this pay-per-view that I took away in a very positive manner. And I definitely want to see where it's going from this stage forward, going to SummerSlam and such. This is first time in a while, the heart's pitter-pattering again. Wrestling, you're doing something right. Don't fuck it up now, but I don't want to say it too loud, but I really enjoyed everything that happened. The tag team match was phenomenal. Thought that they did a great job with that. I also love the women. I may not have liked the ending, but I like the way that it came about. You know, I never like the count out victory on a pay-per-view like that, where you sit and take it. I'm not a fan of that, but the way that it worked itself, it worked. It was good. And this allows Alexa to have a little bit more time with the belt, do a few more things to kind of solidify herself as that big champion. So it matters a little bit more when Sasha takes it from her, and hopefully that's going to kickstart Bayley and so many other things. That's at least the hope of WWE right now, to restart some of these women who may have gotten a little blah over the last few months. But overall, I mean, you look at it, it just worked. I mean, even matches that people forgot were happening, like Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, I don't think anybody could say it didn't deliver. It absolutely delivered. It was a good match. Did it really matter? Not really, but it was a good match. Damn good match. And speaking of damn good match, the tag team 30-minute Iron Man match. Phenomenal. And they did the exact spot that Ace Trainer Liam sat here and said they would probably do. Because Matt Hardy took a hell of a headshot into the ring post. And he tasted his blood, something we've seen him do before. And, of course, we know what all that is a precursor to. So, I mean, everyone's kind of freaking out. Are we getting Broken Hardy tonight? Is that going to happen? I don't know, but I did like what they did in that match. I thought they killed it. It was nothing bored me last night, and I was high as a motherfucker watching it, and I still didn't get bored. And I only fell asleep out of exhaustion, not boredom. So it was a good night of wrestling, I think. Positive step forward, like I said. At least that's my thoughts on it. Love to hear from you guys. Does not have to be wrestling related. You guys can call in, jump into my Discord, talk about whatever you want. I don't care. I just want to hear from your beautiful faces. I want you guys to hit me up and tell me about the things that are going on with you. Tell me about a news story that I might not know about. Any type of things that you'd like to see me prattle on about. Now's the time. And if you do want to talk about wrestling, I'm completely fine with that. Go ahead and do so through these couple of means here. You go ahead and jump into my Discord, go into Waiting to Call, and I'll get you on. You could also go on to Skype, David Vancura, DavidVancura. And, of course, that number 702-751-2902. That number's only going to be active for a little while longer, so if you want to use it, go ahead and use it. Let's go to the Discord and let's see what people have. Let's start with Super Rising Storm. What's up, Flo? And joining us now, because I had myself muted for a second, but now he could hear me and everything is all good in the hood. It's Super Rising Storm. He's live with Dead on Dave. What do you got?
Hey, Dave. What's up?
Just living life, buddy.
Great Balls of Fire. If you rate it, what would it be?
7.5. Maybe a little bit higher. I thought it was a good show. I do like it. I thought it was a good show. It wasn't overly boring, a little predictable, but a pay-per-view like that, I give that a pass.
Yeah, predictions were really easy, to be honest, except I think the only surprise really was that Strowman won.
I don't see how that's a surprise. I mean, I know that there was some there were some things going on about, like, there was rumors happening around Roman Reigns, but no, this one had to go to Strowman.
Yeah, because if Roman would have won, where should Strowman go from there?
Look, I think they handled that situation 100% perfect. I like the way that Roman lost. I mean, he flung himself into the fucking fan, for Christ's sake. That was great.
I was waiting for that.
And then the aftermath, the viciousness, a side that we really have not seen of Roman Reigns. That was really great. I liked it, man. I thought they did a great job.
I really hope to see where this feud is going.
I don't know
So,
what else they can do. I really don't. I have no idea what else they can do. I guess they can go Hell in a Cell, but I don't really want to see that match. As much as I'm enjoying
Nah.
these two together, I do want to see them split up.
So yeah, my rating would be 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm
So,
somewhere around there, somewhere between 7,
uh,
7.5. Yeah.
So yeah, good show overall, and I think there were only 2 matches that really got me bored, and that was Neville versus Tozawa. Because
Yeah, it was on the
I
pre-show.
don't know. Yeah, and the match overall was meh. And yeah, Miz versus Ambrose.
Yeah,
So-
I honestly I forgot that it happened. Yeah, I
We
did.
all hoped it was over.
So, hopefully that we are done. I'm hoping that's the case.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Please.
My life is not that ever so simple. I know it's. I'm gonna continue to have to sit through that shit. But oh well. Ah well.
I really want to see Heath Slater again versus Miz. So hopefully that's going to
I
happen.
really hope somebody pierces your tongue with a hot poker for what you just said.
Why?
Heath Slater and Miz, I should slap the shit out of you. What the hell's the matter? Nobody wants to see that shit. Who wants to see Heath Slater and Miz?
Oh.
Come on.
Many want to see that.
I've only heard you. I've heard nobody else.
Really?
Yeah, I've not heard anybody go, I want Slater. Come on, man. He got used in his enhancement match last night, which I thought they did a really good job with, by the way. That was awesome.
Really?
Seeing those guys come out like that, trying to put on tape and stuff, I thought that was great. I was like, busy. It's like blur. I like when they blur the lines a little bit like that. It's like, oh shit, something real just happened. We need another match. Send these guys out. I thought that was awesome. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Many got confused by that, and I was like, guys, it's not really confusing. It's just to take time.
It's called selling. It's called they're selling the
Yeah.
moment. Sometimes you sell a move, other times you sell a moment. That was WWE selling a moment, and they did it wonderfully.
I mean, some people were upset about it that this match was there, but no Finn Balor, and
Hey,
yeah.
look, you can always talk about the things that didn't happen on a show. But the fact is, that show was fucking good. So it's like I'd rather. What did people want? They wanted the Drifter versus fucking Finn Balor. Come on, man. Finn's got nothing
yeah.
going right now. They need to get something going for him, but they got nothing going for him right now.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the finish from Brock versus Joe?
Loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Thought it was absolutely brilliant.
The match was amazing.
I thought they did a
Joe
great job.
Joe dominating almost the entire match, then Brock's comeback, and then 1F5, and that was it.
I mean, it was just the story that they told because Brock beat the shit up and then just hitting that suit. I like these little jolts of superhuman strength out of Brock like that. I thought it was great, man.
Yeah, and I mean, what is there to complain about it?
Look, you can always make nitpicks, and people always will, but I thought that was an entertaining show.
Definitely.
Good stuff. All right, Mr. Super Rising, I appreciate the call. You have yourself a good night, Flo.
Yeah, you too, Dave.
Take it easy, man.
Bye.
Good stuff. Let's go to Talon Flame is God. You're live with Dead on Dave. What do you got?
Hey, man.
Hey,
How you
man,
doing?
what's up, dog?
Shoot.
What do you got for me, Talon?
Well, my 4-year-old brother's birthday today. That was pretty good.
You're really
Wait,
wait, hold on. Shh, baby, shh, calm down, baby. I need you to take the microphone out of your mouth. That's the first thing I need you to do because it's in your mouth at the moment, and I'm worried for you. So let's take it out of your mouth. Let's back up just a little, and let's try this again. What do you got?
Sorry.
You're good, baby.
Well, it was my 4-year-old brother's birthday today. That was pretty good.
It was your 40th. It was your brother's 40th birthday.
4.
4th. Oh, that's right. Congratulations to your brother's 4th birthday.
Yeah. That was pretty good. We had a family meal. We got holiday toys and crap.
That's awesome.
And we recently just got back, and then the the end of the show was pretty deep with the guy that's can't
Yes,
go home
my man
for
Super
sure.
Tobes. Yeah. That was the emotional ending to that show.
Yeah. There's nothing really else going on with me, man.
Yeah, I'm just doing a show, doing my whole thing. Hey, I do appreciate you calling in, though, Mr. Talon.
That's all right.
All right, you have yourself a good night and say happy birthday to your brother for me.
Okay.
Take it easy. Good stuff. Let's take another call. Phil is awfully cool.
Oh,
You're live with that. Oh, shit. Don't say oh, shit.
Hey.
Be ready. What's up?
No, I didn't. I just said, "Oh shush, oh shush, you, my good friend." Sorry about that. I was coming in after getting some snacks.
Much more flamboyant. Oh, shit. What do you got for me?
How's it hanging? I just came back from Tommy C's call. I was trying to call in, but then I was unable to get in, and then he said that I pussed out, which I didn't, by the way.
Hold on
I
one
just had to
second. My
switch
man
over
Super
from my,
Tobes donated. Wait,
phone to my-
this $5 is way more important than you because you're talking about another guy's show. Even though he is my best friend, I'm still like, what the fuck? So you hold on a second. Super Tobes donated $5. Thank you, my friend. And listen to Tommy. Stay the fuck put. All right, go ahead.
I was just saying, I was switching from my phone to my PC. Good job on the donation, by the way. Anyways, I was gonna call in with a love-related question since he was doing a love-related stream. He had a doctorate, but I hear that you have at least an associate in loveology.
Yes.
So maybe I could
let's
approach
see
you with
how
the
I
question?
Sure, I can do that for you. I think it'll be even better than Tommy's advice. Go ahead, hit me.
I think so too. I was getting to the position in my relationship with my very cute, beautiful GF of perhaps wanting to propose to her. She's probably watching right now.
Uh-huh.
And was wanting to see, just reading the comments, sorry, just wanting to see if you had any suggestions or proposals on how to propose.
Well, okay. This really comes down to you and how well you know your girl. Because is
Okay.
your girl the type of person that, and by the way, you type GF, don't say GF. It sounds douchey. I'm trying to save you some stuff here. I'm trying to save you douche points. It sounds like you probably need all like the anti-douche points that you can possibly get, so I'm trying to help you out. Now,
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. This is what we do here. Now, as far as you got to really know your girlfriend. If your girlfriend is the type of person that is all about big gestures and crowds and things like that, go big, go crazy. Find the thing she likes the most and fucking do that. If she's a Rick and Morty fan, motherfucker, you better find some shit from Rick and Morty and get your ass fucking doing stuff. Wubba lubba dub dub, wubba lubba marry me, motherfucker. That's what you need to be doing. Whatever she's into, you can do so many different things. You can get creative, or you could just go the classic route, man. Do something romantic as far as a very simple date, maybe something she's not expecting, a late night picnic out on a hill or something like that. Just fucking wait for your moment and just do it. You know, sometimes less is more. Women tend to like minimalistic type things, but again, that comes down to you knowing your partner. And if she is somebody who likes the big grandiose displays, go big because she's going to remember it for the rest of her life. But if she is kind of a minimalist and she just appreciates the gesture more than she does the actual pageantry, well, then you got a very easy way of going about it that's going to be good for both of you, I think.
Definitely. I think so too. Thank you so much for your help, Mr. Dave. And
No
thank you
problem.
so much for trying to reduce my douche points.
You're
And I hope
welcome.
you have a good stream. Oh, and I like your hat.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
see you around.
All your douche points
Bye-bye.
are canceled. You're good. Call me back and let me
Yes.
know what she says when you decide to do it, okay?
All right, will do. Thank you.
Good
see you
luck,
around.
brother. Take it easy. Don't fucking get married. Don't. There's no fucking need for it. None. Because then you don't have sex anymore. Ever. Don't get married. There's no need. Shh. Run. Run. Run away. She is gonna fucking hook something at me so bad. Oh my god, my wife was gonna throw a brick at my face. That's all right though. Okay, let's bring in man they call Doom. Live with
Yo,
Dead on
what's
Dave.
up,
What do you
homie?
got? Home dog, home slice.
Not much, just chilling, and I wanted to know what your thoughts was on the Roman Reigns and Braun match, the ambulance match.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought they did a really good job as far as physicality in the ring. I loved the ending. I like Roman kind of just fuck it up and just wee right into the goddamn back of the ambulance. And I loved the aftermath. It felt like a really damn good thing. It really did feel like there may have been a big cataclysmic shift as far as the dynamic of these two guys. One might be going dark, the other might be going good, and it could be very, very interesting of what they decide to do starting from tonight. I love that level of aggression out of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I thought that match was really good too, because when was the last time we had an ambulance match like nearly like more than a decade ago.
No, it
The
wasn't
last
that
one
long.
I can
kinda
remember.
the last one. There was one that wasn't all that long ago, but they're just usually not
Was it
that
like
good.
Because the last one I can remember was the Shane and Kane one in
It
2003.
had to be.
That long
There was
ago.
definitely more than that because Batista and Shawn Michaels fought in one long after that. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I think it was like what 2007, 2008, I think.
There was one that wasn't even all that long ago.
Yeah, and it's funny. So me and my fiance were watching, the pay-per-view together, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that I fell asleep like during that Kurt Hawkins Heath Slater match, and I
Mhm.
told her to wake me up like when the main event started. So what happened was that it got to the main event, and she fell asleep too, and then we both woke up like at the end of the match, seeing Brock Lesnar celebrate with the title, like he still had it. So like, we missed the entire match, and I'm hearing things. The match was awesome. And like,
It was a
God
good
damn it,
match.
I
It was a
gotta.
lot of fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna rewatch that shit because it seems like a really awesome match, and I missed we both missed the entire thing because we both fell asleep during it.
Well, that's the beauty
So I'm
of
like,
having a network,
fuck.
so it's no problem at all.
Oh yeah, remember like those days where you had to like the Coliseum VHS days?
Or
Those are cool.
God forbid, ask your mom if you can order it again. Jesus. I remember those days.
Oh,
I
man,
fell
because, like-
asleep. Mom, let me reorder it. Another $50. You lost your mind. Yeah, no, good times.
All those days in school when like you missed the pay-per-view but everyone's talking about it, so you gotta
Oh,
try
God,
to avoid
wasn't that the
spoilers from
worst?
everybody.
It's like everyone's wondering why the fuck you're not talking to them. It's because you're gonna ruin shit for me. You leave me alone. No, go away. All
I
right.
know, right? Because like I don't want to miss anything. Because my favorite pay-per-view, probably has to be in the recent years. Probably has to be last year's Battleground. I did really enjoy that one.
Oh, interesting choice. Fair enough, though, man. I thought last night was really good. Hopefully, you'll get a chance to check out what you saw, what you missed, I should say, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I appreciate the call, bud.
Yep. All right, cool. Yeah. See you, homie.
See you later, homie. All right, let's go to the man, the myth, the legend, Super Tobes. Who gets your name right and who gets your name wrong? That's all I want to ask. What's up, pal?
Well, Dave, you get my name right all the time,
I do.
except for that one time that you kind of pulled a Tommy C.
I did. It happens to the best of us. You can't escape it. Everybody has a Tommy C moment every now and then. What's up, man? How are you doing, buddy?
Doing well. I just wanted to call in and get my mind off things, I guess.
Yes, shit got a little fucking heavy on the other show, did it not?
Yeah, it did. You know what? Let's talk about Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Talk about whatever you like, buddy.
I didn't manage to watch the Nerd and the Jerk last week, but I wanted to know what your thoughts about it.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't seen the entire thing yet. I have seen some, but not all of it, because I don't go to theaters anymore. But from what I understand and the things that I have seen and the things that I've read, it seems like a really good movie. And I want to see
It
it.
is.
It seems like a very well done movie. It seems like it's very true to the comic books in a lot of ways. A lot of the humor that you'll see, it feels, from what I understand, very Ditko-ish. And that's my favorite Spider-Man artist. So you get me Steve Ditko, I'm a happy guy. And his costume is certainly Ditko as a motherfucker. But I don't know. It seems like it's a good flick. I want to see it. And what do you think?
I really loved it, and I think it's a turning point in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this
Really?
point, because I think they've entered this meta phase where they're self-aware about what they do. For example, when you see this sort of mixing of genres when you watch Thor Ragnarok, it's
Right.
no longer just this sort of medieval mix of futuristic stuff. It's more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And there in Spider-Man, you see this self-awareness. Oh, this is what a superhero does. This is what the audience sees, and they address it from both sides. And I think that that's where Marvel is headed at this point, because they've told us the perspectives of the superheroes. You know, we know how they think, when they think, and how
Right.
they develop thoughts. And now they're just showing us the entire thing from the point of view of an outsider.
Okay.
There are scenes where Spider-Man interacts with, Avengers. No spoilers, but Avengers-ish stuff, and he acts like a normal person would act
Right.
when you see that. And it's not just a very Spider-Man trope. It's very, it really relates to the audience. And I think that's why Marvel is switching up, because more and more people are enjoying this sort of shit.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to. I mean, the fact is they're losing some of their stars. You know, at the very least, Chris Evans and Rob Downey Jr. are coming up to at least a break point where we're not going to see them. I do see both of them returning in like 5 years and doing one more go round. But the fact is they're going to have to rely on a lot of more minor characters, with the one exception being this new Spider-Man series. So they're going to have to lean heavily on that. That's going to be their big one. This Spider-Man may have gone a little under the radar as far as box office goes. I know it's doing well, but it's not going super crazy. Next one.
It didn't. I think it opened lower than Wonder Woman this weekend.
Yeah, it might have.
The thing is that I've been like reading industry articles that say Robert Downey Jr. is like heavily pushing for another Iron Man movie. Because
really?
it's kind of his signature role at this
Yeah.
point. He doesn't want to leave the Marvel Universe, as far as I know, and neither does Chris Evans, because the
Chris
characters
Evans
have
has said
kind of
publicly that he was done. He has said that many times. I've seen him say that.
but he's more like. Have you seen Gifted?
No, but I don't need to know anything about that. What I do know is their contracts both expire after the next movie. So
Yeah,
That's
the
what I do know, yeah.
Avengers, the Avengers Infinity War,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I think Chris Evans really wants the really more artistic roles.
he seems to want to retire from acting. He has said that before as well. So I don't know. He said he wanted to retire young from acting.
But come on, like actors like that, they say that all the time.
He's kind of weird though. Like publicly, he seems to be very strange. You know, like just kind of off kilter a little bit, like one of those little kooky celebrities. Maybe he wants to get out of the spotlight at some point. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is
Maybe.
I've read
But
enough that
I
they're
see
saying they
him,
think
like-
it's probably going to be done.
Yeah, I do like, if you check out his IMDb page, he's more leaning towards indie movies right now, and really doesn't care for the franchise. But I heard in certain interviews he does say that he loves the character and playing the character.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
So-
And I know Robert Downey Jr. loves that character. So
Yeah, because it is Robert Downey Jr.
oh, it's perfect.
And-
The only better casting job that's probably ever been done in any superhero movie is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That's it. That's the only one that's better.
I would argue also Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
It was good, but I think casting-wise, as far from a physical standpoint, they may have been able to nail it a little bit closer. But it is good. Don't get me wrong.
But because if you watch more interviews with him and his Sherlock show, they're basically the same.
Yeah.
The same character, the same person, and that really works for that character, especially.
I still haven't seen that movie. I gotta watch that. I still haven't seen it.
It's one of the best Marvel movies.
Oh, I've
I'd
heard
say.
that.
Yeah.
Rodney Miller, huge jacked man. Yeah, that's right. Huge jacked man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. You got anything else for us, Mr. Super Tobes?
No, Dave. That's it.
The only thing I'm going to say is listen to Tommy. That's the only thing I'm going to say to you, bud. But hey, if anybody has understanding of anything you're going through, trust me, I've been through not the exact same thing, but as far as separation of family for your own well-being, I have been there. So, just take things in consideration. Don't beat yourself up no matter what your decision ends up being, and just do it's not about doing what's best for you. That's the one thing I'll say that Tommy's wrong on. What I will say is you have to do what's best for your mentality to live with. That's the real question. Everybody can easily answer what's best for me in the moment. That's easy. What can I live with 5 years from now? That's a much harder question, and that's the question you really should be asking yourself before you act anything. Okay, bud? That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. All right.
You got a lot of people who love you, man. You have yourself a good night.
All right. Thank you.
Take it easy, buddy.
Bye.
Super Tobes, everyone. Super Tobes, good man, good man, good man. Let's change things up a little bit. Let's go a little sexier with the one, the only Faybell. Live with Down on Dave. What do you got there, beautiful?
Hello. I was gonna call you when I was in New York.
Yeah.
But I was just like too busy. Like didn't have time to like pop in. Like 'cause you're running all over the place, and the city.
Too
moves
busy
pretty
for Dave. Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. I
But I'm
forgive
in
you.
Montreal now, so you get this.
I get you. Yay. Montreal's lucky. All right. So what's going on?
Bunty King lives in Montreal. I want to talk. Okay, I've got a couple things. So first of all, I did see Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yeah.
but I saw it while in New York. And let me tell you, in Canada, we have these like little commercials before the movie starts where it's like, don't text during the movie because it's rude and obviously it's a bright light. And I'm like, well, duh, everyone knows that. So like, I've never seen anyone in Canada ever do that in a movie theater. But okay, and I went to see this in IMAX too. Okay, everyone on their phones, and this is opening day IMAX, like $20 US tickets. They're all like texting, like so bright, like the 3D glasses like glaring. I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with these Americans?
Oh God, Faye with an American hit job. You understand that I am American, right? You get that?
Yes, but
Okay.
you can commiserate. You must have lived amongst them.
I can, but here's the thing. I did live amongst them, but I'll tell you, you know where the worst fucking experience I ever had in my life was?
Where?
Fucking Vancouver, okay? So I had a very, very, very long hatred of your country for a long time. But guess what? I let it go. So I'm going to tell you the same thing. Let it fuck go. Love each other. Love
It just
America. We love
happened.
you.
It just happened. It just happened. It's new. It's a fresh wound opened again.
Ah, my God. Dude, what you got to do is you got to hit people. Smack them.
All I wanted to do was watch a movie, and America ruined it.
America ruined it. Oh, Faye. God damn it. America. Who do you work for? Fucking like CNN or some shit? What's going on? America ruined.
Will they
Spider-Man.
hire me? I feel like I'm not culturally diverse enough.
No, you might be far too Aryan to fit their fucking agenda. That is true. That might be true. Good Lord. I can't believe you just blamed all of America for ruining your movie experience. It's pretty hardcore.
Well, I mean, okay, fine. Just the ones that were in New York at that specific theater that can't put down their phone for at least an hour and a half, okay?
Well, you know what you should have done? You should have fought fire with fire, because when something like that happens, the easiest thing you should have done was whip out your phone and videotape all of that shit, post it to fucking YouTube, and people would have been like, America's disgusting. And you would have made like $1 million off the video too, because everybody loves a little fucking America hate. You missed an opportunity. I'm a little disappointed in your business fucking acumen. Come on, you had a point
I don't
there.
have that social media game, you know what I mean? Like, my brain just doesn't even go there.
You got Twitter. You got
That's
Twitter.
true.
That's all
But
you need.
That Twitter I just opened in like October. Like, that's how late to the game I am.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, you
But
American.
I am-
Why do you like me? You hate America. You hate most Americans. Then what do you fuck with me for? What do I bring to the table? Do I remind you of a Canadian
Well-
fucking farmer? What's going on?
You left America. You had that much sense.
I left America to fight for my country. That's
But still, you know what? It doesn't matter how you get there. You got there.
yeah. Let's dismiss the reasoning for it. Holy shit. Oh my God, I love you. You are the best. Holy God.
I was going to say, though, so I'm in Montreal. That's where Bunty lives.
Yeah, you gonna go stalk him?
Well, I did tweet at him and I said I'm in Montreal with a pervy face. He hasn't acknowledged it yet, though, so I think he's a little bit scared.
Probably. Especially when you try to cut a piece of his beard off. That's gonna really fuck with him.
Well, I'll take him or Ginger Heat. Like, I'm not picky.
Good God. Ginger's a good looking fucking hunkin' man meat if you like
He is,
especially if you like the gingers.
well, the thing is, like, how many attractive gingers have you ever met in real life?
I am
Like
going
none.
to I'm going to, you know what, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. I'm not gonna answer that question because I think I have met some good look. Besides, there's some good looking redheads, especially women.
Yes, okay, but like they have the power of makeup to help them along. But most of them like have no eyebrows.
You are so fucking vicious. You are so vicious, and I love it. Oh,
It's a stereotype It exists for a reason, okay?
It reminds
Like-
me of home. You would have fit right into my family, boy. Holy shit.
Well, you know Copper Cap. Like, that's what most gingers look like.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yes,
for some
yes, they all look like him. Yes, they all look like Ham Porter from fucking what's that guy? Sandlot. Jesus.
yes, that Sandlot guy. You're killing me, Smalls. I love. Well, see, that's what you see, and then you're like, yikes. But then you see Ginger Heat, and it's like, wow.
Ginger Heat's a
Like,
good
he
looking
does bring
man.
the heat.
He's a good
He
looking
brings the
man.
heat.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
It was just surprising. But I was gonna say, so I sent him that pervy tweet, and then he didn't acknowledge it. And I was thinking, do you think he didn't acknowledge it because he's afraid I'm underage? And I wanted to talk about like being like an online personality
Yeah.
and sort of communicating with people and being not sure how far you can go with like kind of jokes and stuff like that.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, it's an interesting topic because you're talking to somebody who constantly goes to and pushes boundaries,
Oh no,
especially.
did I die?
No, you're still here. Faye. Faye. She left. She died. Try to bring her back in. She died, but let's see if we can resurrect her,
Yes.
Faye. Okay.
Well, I was like talking for like 100 years, so you're
No,
not talking about the last thing I said.
No, you're good. I heard all of it. No, I actually think
Oh.
it's a really interesting topic because
Okay, nice.
knowing me, I push the lines. I flirt with everybody. I push lines
Yeah.
all the time when it comes to that stuff. But let's address the first thing what you said about maybe he didn't respond because he wasn't sure that you were of age. You do look very young,
Yes.
and with pictures and such, that it can be an issue at times. But that's on the individual. There's nothing you could do about that. Some people are going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to take her at her word for it. Other people are going to be like, well, no, I'm just better safe than sorry, which I think you can fully understand it at this juncture. Jesus Christ, enough people get taken down. So, as far as that goes, that's just how it's going to be what it's going to be. Use your best judgment. And then the first thing if you are going to get in any situation with anybody, as far as pictures exchanged or talking beyond just the regular DM talk, you need to confirm the age of somebody as much as possible. Like, are you sure you're 25? Are we sure of your age here? And then, because if they're lying to you, then you're off the hook. There's really not a big deal there. As far as the other part of it, lines, that's all for the individual. And especially depending on what circumstances each person has, whether they're in actual other relationships or not, whether they have a private relationship, all of those things come into play. So lines are difficult because a lot of people would say that I've crossed so many lines just on this channel, given the fact that I'm married and the way that I talk with my wife and about my wife at times. Some people would say that's too far, and the way that I flirt with some people. But I think as long as all people involved understand what you're saying is a joke, or that there is some sort of humor being brought by it, then I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. But it all depends on the people involved. And I lost Faye again. I was wondering why you weren't responding. Oh, man.
I'm very responsive. Okay, so I jumped off the Wi-Fi here, and now I'm on my mobile data, which is like more stable because obviously they charge so much for it. We don't have it unlimited like the Americans do.
Oh, the shots are real. Okay, so I don't know how much you heard of what I said.
Yeah, you were saying how it's something that you always have to think about, no matter like who you're getting involved with,
Yeah.
especially if it's like physically.
Yeah, even if it's not, I mean, it all depends on your situation that you're in personally too. If you have somebody, if they have somebody, does that matter? Is flirting? What does flirting account to in the bounds of the real world? There's so many things that. So the best thing you do is just work it out with the person that you are talking to. We got a donation, by the way, Super Tobes with a $5 donation. Thank you for all the messages. They mean so much to me. You guys are the best. Now you're the fucking best, dude. We all love you to death, buddy. We love you to death. Only want what's best for you, but nobody knows that better than yourself. So we love you, bud. Very kind.
Right.
Now, I'm going to close the episode with a card opening just for you.
Aww,
I love me some Super Tubs, man. He's awesome. I love that kid.
he's very sweet. Yeah.
Yes. So where do you stand on all of that kind of stuff there, Miss Faye? I mean, you're going to go over there, you're going to send some lewds over to Bunty King and Ginger Heat? What are you going to do?
Well, my concern, well, first of all, like I'm a business professional in the real world,
Mhm.
so I can't be just sending out. I can't be like a Trisha Paytas and just send my nudes to everyone. Okay?
Right,
I gotta,
yes.
Keep that stuff under wraps, you know.
You got to have good trust in whoever's going to get your lewds. Yeah, I understand that.
Absolutely, because it's dangerous, right? Because that, like, you know, so many people, especially online, they're like, dox you, and I'm gonna ruin your life and get you fired from your job.
You just never know.
So you
Well,
got to be careful.
You're lucky you called in because it just so happens that I am offering a one-time only 100% guaranteed lockdown on any pictures that anybody ever wants to send. So if you need somebody to test out your trust theory with, test it out on me. And then I'll also let you know if the picture is good for public consumption or not. I got to tell you, probably won't be.
Consumption.
Yes. And I will help you in this step by step. You just let me know I'm here for you, boo-boo. I'm here for you.
Oh, well, you know what? All the ladies and the men too. Are the men good for it?
Oh yeah, I love men too. Don't worry.
You can let them know that, like, if this is okay to send to like girls on Snapchat or whatever the kids do these days.
Right. Yeah. How do we best send our pervy desires? Snapchat will do. I learned why Snapchat's so popular with that shit too.
It like deletes it, right?
Yeah, Captain Kirsch explained all of it to me, man. She was like, people like it because there's a lot more control. Like if somebody takes a screenshot of your photo, you get alerted of it. So it's crazy, man. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like it. And then it disappears
it's like you
after
look
the
really
person
horrible.
read it, right?
Oh, just one click.
Yeah.
That's horrible because I have an awful memory. I would forget what was going on. I feel like, wait, what did you say again?
I think Formal is offering to send me some lewds. Thank you, Formal. I appreciate that.
Oh, yes, he's very proud of his ectoplasm. So.
Oh God, that hurt. Oh, that hurt me deep down. It hurt me deep down. I don't know what that meant exactly, but it was enough to make me sick. Oh my God.
But what something that I see or something I saw on Instagram was like there was like this 14-year-old girl or something, and she was in a relationship with like a 20-year-old man, but she had told him that he was 18 or she was 18.
Yeah.
So she said, I'm 18, and they were dating, and then they broke up, and then she ended up filing charges against him for statutory rape, and he went to jail for it.
I'm surprised
Even
he
though
went to
didn't know
jail.
how old she was or
Yeah.
whatever. It was something to that effect. I remember reading this whole story about it. It was a big thing, and it was kind of like, but he never really knew how old she was. But is that more his responsibility to find out? Like, now do you have to be like, can I see your passport?
To an extent, it is. I mean, if you're going to engage in physical activity with anybody, then, I mean, you should be pretty fucking sure what the age of the person that you're with is. But that being said, I'm kind of surprised that he actually went to jail for it. Unless there was a way to prove that he was just saying he didn't know, but he did know. More than likely, I'll bet you that there's something where she texted him her real age or something like that, and he just kind of fucking ignored it. Because typically a lie is enough to get most out of those type of situations. But with this, it's a little different because physical contact actually happened. So I don't know all the variables of it, but still, yes, if you're going to put your wiener into somebody, or if you're going to put your vagina on anybody else, make sure that you're very, very sure of their age. I think that just goes without saying. I think most people know this, you know?
But if like a girl, like, since you're like a public figure, if like an underage girl sends you a nude of herself, are you not now in possession of child pornography, or how does that work?
Well, with that, it's a little bit more complicated because if the girl sends a photo, I mean, I've been sent photos. The first thing I ask is, how old are you? It's the first thing I always ask. I swear to God, there are people that can probably, or in the chat, they're probably going, yeah, that's true. Because it is. It's 100% true. I always ask, how old are you? And if I've had one time, somebody said that they were underage. I said, please don't write me again. And they never did. They never did. Then everything else has been above board. They said that they're a certain age, and I've had nobody come back and try to say, oh, I'm this age. Fuck you. Ha ha. None of that. So.
Yeah, so but then it's fine. Like, you can't actually face any consequences for that because it's not your fault, right?
You can't. I don't think you can face any legal consequences for that, but you can. Let's say that if you keep it after you know the age of the person, and you keep it on your goddamn computer, and you eventually down the line 3 years get caught with it, and it's explicit, yeah, you might be fucked. You might be fucked. Because
Mhm.
why did you keep it? You know, it's like, why wouldn't you delete it and get it? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more complicated. But most of the time, to face legal consequences, it's a little bit more rare because it's a he said, she said, and more than likely, most people would come to the conclusion that the girl was lying to get attention. So it's really not that big of a deal. However, your public perception, you're going to face some consequences regardless if you're exonerated. Regardless if the girl says I lied, you're still going to face some consequences. Because public outcry, especially with the pedophile word, which is so fucking popular to throw around, you're going to face some shit. Might even end your career.
I mean, well, for like, who's it? Austin Jones or Alex Jones? I honestly can't remember.
Yeah,
He's like
Austin,
that
yeah.
blonde pedo. Okay, Austin. Now he's being charged with like the production of child pornography.
His is a little different.
Yeah.
He's going to do probably every bit of that time because he done fucked up.
It's a minimum 15. Minimum.
Yeah, I thought I understood a maximum 30. Yeah, it's bad times because here's the thing. He was very aware of all their ages. And I mean, that's the thing. He was 100% sure of their ages. So and he admitted to it too. The big dummy.
Yeah.
He fucking admitted to everything. So this seems like about as open and closed as it gets. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think it's even going to go to trial or just be settled in like a plea or whatever?
He'll plea. If I had to guess, he'll plea. I don't know what type of charge he'll cop to, but he'll plea. Probably, if I had to guess, child endangerment and production of photography with the intent of some sort of distribution. Because I think the ring was
seller distribution.
Yeah, and because those are probably the two. I believe. By the way, I was pre-law. So, by the way, it's just if everyone's like, "Oh, he's using big words," I was going to be a lawyer. It was one of the many things I wanted to be as a child. So, anyways, I digress. Yeah, I think those are probably the least charges that he'll probably 10 years, 5 to 10 years is what I'm guessing he'll get.
Really?
Yeah.
And in a federal prison?
Where's that up? Didn't that happen in Canada?
Is he Canadian?
Did that happen in Canada? I thought it happened in Canada.
Oh, I have no idea. Is he
You're
being
like,
charged in
you're like,
Canada?
wait a second, Canadians don't do this thing. That's an American thing to do.
Hey. There was some mixing of the blood a couple of years ago, so.
Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Faye, you are a rare specimen indeed. But good topics. Really good topics.
Yeah, I hope I'm on my phone, so I can't read the chat while I talk to you, but I can't wait to see what people have said.
Chat hasn't been all that hot, but you did get them going there. So good conversation. I appreciate it.
Wow, chat. Start spamming or else.
Right? Get that spam. And you got anything else for me?
No, that's everything. I'll go back to eating my poutine and being French.
There you go. All right, Faye. You have yourself a good time in Montreal. There's a lot of people there. Go meet up with some folks. But don't do anything crazy, Faye. Not doing anything else.
No, I already went out drinking last night. I'm going to go out drinking tonight. Just normal adult things.
Good stuff. And remember, my offer still stands. You have a good night, Faye.
You too.
Talk
Bye.
to you later. Bye. Faye, everybody. The Faye. She really is pretty, by the way. Incredibly pretty, but she does look young in her photos. Like really young. All right. So last chance for romance, kids. You want to jump in, talk about whatever it is you would like to talk about. Jump into the chat, into waiting to call on my Discord or call in on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. Of course, that number 702-751-2902. And we will take your final calls of the night. We'll get up out of here, and I'm going to go do stuff. I'm going to go do adult stuff. I got adult stuff to do. First thing, I'm going to take a drink out of my Jay and Silent Bob mug. That was good. And then I forgot. I was going to open a pack of cards for my man Super Topes for his very generous donations. Get out of the way, mother frizzin' keyboard. So let's go to the Pokemon Card Cam, brought to you by WrestleCrate.co.uk. That's right. Card Cam is sponsored by WrestleCrate.co.uk. They didn't exactly say they were sponsoring this segment, but I'm saying that they are because this is now the WrestleCrate.co.uk Card Cam. And you can get 10% off your first ever WrestleCrate.co.uk by using promo code DeadOnDave. That's right. That easy. 10%. Oh my God. I love you guys so much. How much you love me. Dave, main event of SummerSlam, Real Talk asks. Oh, God, I don't know. After last night, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar again, but who knows? I'm still going to go with Strowman Lesnar. Come on. There we go. Super Tobes. This is for you, Super Tobes. Dave, do you have Great Balls of Fire? Yes, I do. They are great. They are balls. And they are straight fire. Let's do an energy. Come on, energy. Come on, motherfucker. I hate you. I want you to die. Grand Bull, come on. Metapod. I hate you. I really do. I hate you so much. Lily, you annoying little shit. Firo. All my grubbin. Spiro. Gramer. There's a Rowlet. Look at all the light around the Rowlet. It's a holy owl. Look at that shit. There's a Poplio reverse hollow. That's a nice little card. We like you. We like you to shine. We like you to shine. We like you to shine. And a Stoutland. Nothing great there. All right. So just wanted to open that pack for you guys. Close out the show. See if we have any other calls waiting on the Discord. If not, we're going to get up on over here. Oh, wrong frame. Were you hoping for Brock to win? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. As much as I like Joe, seemed like the right move to make. Former Ghost, did you go to the doctors and check those balls of fire? Yes, they told me that you gave it to me, and you need to go get checked because we both have AIDS. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Hopefully you enjoyed both shows that we did tonight. Over 5 hours of content. Good Lord. Good Lord. What about a four-way between Roman, Joe, Brock, and Braun? There's a possibility for that. There's a very good possibility for that, Real Talk. You're thinking. All right. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends like Jamie Pine. He'll be here tomorrow. Jamie's in the fucking eye of everybody right now. All kinds of crazy shit is happening. And he's going to come here. We're going to talk about those things tomorrow live right here on this channel. And this time, I mean it. He's actually going to be here. I promise you. I promise. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. We're also going to be doing a Pokemon stream once again tomorrow, 2 p.m. German time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard. So be here for that. We'll see you then. Peace.